Okay. When most people think about Western Michigan football, they think about an average football program and an average conference. Well, I'm here today to inform you on this common misconception. According to NFL.com, Western Michigan had 2 players on the roster this year in the Pro Bowl, in Jason Babin and Greg Jennings. This is more than any other program in Division I history, or not history, I'm sorry, but this year. What the Pro Bowl is kind of just an all-star game at the end of the season for the NFL, and it's all the top players go there. And having 2 teams from a small school like Western is a really big honor. Being a member of Western Michigan, I've had the opportunity to adapt the Bronco heritage and kind of learn 3 main points that I'd like to focus on. And that's history, players in the NFL, and current standing of the team. All right. Starting off with history. The first season was in 1906. We played 3 games, went 1-2, which is a lot different than today when we play 12 total games and with the possibility of playing 14. We joined the MAC conference in 1948, which was a 5-member team then, and is now 14 with 2 conferences or 2 divisions. Throughout the 105 years, we've had 14 coaches, and one of those coaches, which is kind of interesting, is John Harbaugh, and he's the head coach for the Baltimore Ravens now. And it's kind of an interesting fact. Our overall record is 522, 411, and 24 ties. We've been in 5 postseason bowl games, and we've had 4 MAC championships in the history. And all this information is found at WB Broncos, which is our official website. Moving on, Broncos in the NFL. We've had 39 total players drafted. 5 players are currently in the NFL today, and we've had 1 first-round selection and 5 second-round selections. What the NFL draft is a process where players get selected by NFL teams from college. There's 7 rounds, and the first round is kind of the highest, and that's where the most money is, and that's kind of the big honor. So, a couple players I'd like to talk about. Louis Delmas, he was the 33rd overall pick in the NFL draft, and he was also All-MAC player at Western Michigan, and he plays for the Lions now. Jason Babin, he was our only first-round pick ever in history. He plays for the Eagles. He was a 2-time Pro Bowl selection, which is, like I said, a really big honor. And he was also an All-American at Western. Greg Jennings, he's kind of Kalamazoo's hero. He went to Kalamazoo High School, Central High School. He's All-American. He set many records, receiving record for touchdowns. Most importantly, he was a Super Bowl champion for the Green Bay Packers. What many people don't know is Terry Crews. He's kind of a silly actor now. He's in the Old Spice commercials. He actually played here, and played 7 years in the NFL as well, an All-MAC player. So it's kind of interesting fact again. Lastly, kind of the current team. Last year we were 7-5. Went to the Little Caesars Bowl, which is a postseason bowl bid that not a lot of mid-major conferences like us get, and it was a pretty big honor. Played on ESPN at Ford Field, where the Lions play. It was a pretty cool experience. We had an All-MAC player in Drew Nowak, and also the first ever consensus All-American in Jordan White. Consensus All-American just kind of represents all publications voted him in. It's really high honor and first ever, and I think he's only the 3rd ever MAC player to do it. So, our head coach is Bill Cubitt. He's been here since 2005. His overall record is 81, 57-1. He's the only coach in Western Michigan history to be to 3 bowl games, and it's a pretty big honor. All right, and the 2012 outlook. We have returning quarterback in Alex Carter, who is the 9th. He was the 9th leading passer last year, according to NCAA.com, which is where all their NCAA statistics are. And also, we're the 19th ranked offense in the country, so we have kind of high expectations for next year. Those also, maybe our next year's helmets were kind of in the process. They're a little flashy to me. We'll see, but that's what we're looking for. In conclusion, through my experiences here as a Bronco, I've just been able to be lucky enough to adapt just a role I've been a part of making history in this historic program. I've been able to meet some of the NFL's brightest stars, Louis Thomas and Greg Jennings. I've met all those guys. They're great people. And lastly, I had the chance to make more records and be a part of something special in my last 2 years here. And I'll end by saying this, Western Michigan is definitely not your average program. Thank you.